will be making some fried chicken, and as you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they have their secrets and they have it locked up in a vault, and I can guarantee you, you will never get their secrets. I have my secrets to make the fried chicken, but I will share with you today, so stay with me, and like I said, step by step, I will show you how to make the best fried chicken. So, first, in order to make it, we're gonna make a little marinade here. And part of the marinade, I have some spices. So I will lower some bay leaf into it. Then I have some garlic. And I have a little bit of cayenne pepper, just tiny little bit. We just wanna have a little bit of heat here. And a little bit of mustard. So we put the mustard in there. And some black pepper. So that's the French spicy part of the recipe, a little bit black pepper. And some of the secrets, so I'm actually adding some honey to my marinade. So that's like the sweet part, fairly generous with the honey. Okay, I'm adding some buttermilk. So buttermilk, as you know, also tenderizes the meat. So here we're gonna tenderize the chicken with the buttermilk. So that's one of the secrets here. And I'm from east part of France, Alsace, of course, where we're dealing a lot with beer, right? That's probably the only part in France where we are big producers of beer. So we're really coming from a generation that cooks with beer. So whenever we fry something, we put some beer in our batter. And what that does, it's actually the yeast from the beer who start on fermenting on the marinade and adds that little sourness, really, like you do sourdough, it adds a little sourness into the marinade. So, of course, we're gonna be adding some salt. And again, if you like some more heat, just a little bit of Tabasco, which is not very French, but I think it adds some kind of pleasant heat to the marinade. So, I'm gonna mix that up, just gonna stir it up. Okay, feel the honey on the bottom here. I want to make sure everything mixed in there. And then one more element that I'm adding, I'm going to slice some shallots. But instead of chopping the shallots very thinly, I'm just going to slice them. So later on, when I'm fishing the chicken out, it's going to be easier, right? Instead of having these little shallots sticking on my chicken, and when you fry them, they will actually burn. So we're going to load the shallots in here. Okay, and just right over here. And here are our shallots that I will now transfer into the marinade. Okay. All right, so once I have that, I'm just gonna mix everything together. So again, those fresh shallots are really adding also something to my fried chicken. And that's probably little shallots are the French side again that we're adding into the marinade. But then with shallots, everything is better. So let's lower now our chicken into the marinade. It can be chicken wings, it can be all parts of the chicken, right? It doesn't have to be just chicken wings. Here I have some nice legs that I'm putting in there. You want to make sure that everything is nicely submerged. So once you have that stage, now I will refrigerate that for about 6 hours to almost 24 hours, right? It's totally safe, but I have one that I have prepared in the refrigerator right now. So let me get that. Okay. So here is our chicken right here. Okay. So now comes the fun part. We're gonna start on fishing those items out of the marinade. Remember when we chop the shallots, you see the easy part now. It's just I can fish them out without those shallots sticking on the chicken legs. So here we have it. What I do, like I put them on a little platter, so to get rid of the little excess of marinade. My gloves on, it makes it a little bit less messy. You know, when you're getting into breading or flouring things, it can get pretty ugly in the kitchen, but I'm just gonna put my gloves on. And I wanna show you a very easy trick. I'm sure some of you are familiar. We don't use that professionally.